Hey, good afternoon. This is Andy. Listen, I'm excited to be with you, and I have a few minutes that I'd like to talk to you about some things that are important. Number one, who are you? Now, you may remember the Conan movies, Conan the Barbarian, where Arnold was Conan himself, and he asked his little running buddy one time, "Who are you?" And the guy said, "I can't do his accent. There are people that can." He said, "Subutai, thief, archer." Well, so he said his name, and then he gave his occupation. So my question is, are you what your job says you are? Are you, uh, are you whatever you do? Um, I don't, I don't think that defines us, but I have some thoughts about it. Hold on. So if somebody said, "Who are you?" to me, I don't think that I would say I'm a computer guy. I very might likely say, I'm Andy. I'm a Christian. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I'm a grandpa to two grand angels. Um, I might say I'm conservative. I might say a few things like that, but I don't know that I would identify myself as a computer guy. And there are quite a few other things that I would say. For example, when I'm rucking in the morning and I have a minute to talk to God and listen, one of the things that I do is thank him for all the things that he says I am. So that's what I want to cover this morning or this afternoon. Some of the things that God says we are in his Bible. So let me give you a few of these. I've got 17, and I don't think I'll get all that way, but I for sure will cover. There's one for sure I'm going to cover at the very end. So we'll get to that one in a sec. So, number one, God says you are forever loved. Now, I've got verses to back all these up, and I don't think we have time to go into all of the verses to back it up. But I'm just going to tell you, God says you are forever loved. Number two, God says, you may say that you're scarred, but God says you are healed. So you are healed. Number three, you may say that you are weak, but God said he makes you strong. And that's one of the ones that I capitalize on when I'm talking to him in the morning. Thank you for all these things, and thank you for making me strong. You may say, I'm a sinner, and God says you are forgiven. Wow. That's important to know, right? Here we go. Here's another one. You may say, I was abandoned, or whatever your lot in life was. But God says you are adopted. Now, there's a great song that you need to hear about that one. I'm adopted. Wow, that's a good one. We'll come back to that. You may say, I am broken because of whatever other things may have happened to you in life. God says that he makes you whole. We got some powerful stuff going on here. Well, here's a great one. You may say that you have been rejected, but God says you are his. Now, there are a few more that I want to give you that aren't in this list, but just so you know. So you can repeat these things to yourself throughout the day. Man, when something comes against you and hits on you like this, you can say, hold on now. I'm strong. I'm forgiven. I'm adopted. God has made me whole. God says I am his. How about these other ones? Are you ready? I am blessed. I am favored. I already said it. I am strong. I am mighty. I am healthy. I am fit. I am loved. So many times throughout the day, we come against things that may tell us that we're not any of those, especially the love part. You feel like you're all on your own and nobody cares for you. Nobody loves you. Well, that's not true. But just in case that you don't think that you're loved, God tells us that he loves us. Now, you guys hear me every day talking about tell people that you know and love, that you love them, that you appreciate them. Now, some of those people may think they're all alone. For example, we've got a friend in ICU right now, and he can't have visitors. We heard of just another longtime friend of mine just last couple of days ago, passed away from COVID. And yet another right now is sick with COVID. So, and it's not just COVID. We know of a lady right now who's having complications with diabetes and needs help and needs prayer. But you know, a lot of these people, if they get into the hospital, they feel alone. Now we know they're not alone because God says He's with us and He's loving us, so He loves us. But they feel that they're alone. Maybe they feel that they need to be encouraged by us. So that's something we can do for each other, is encourage each other. That was Barnabas. I talked about that a few weeks ago. Barnabas was the son of encouragement. That's an amazing title. A friend of mine used to actually call me that. And then I kind of got away from that. So now I'm trying to get back there. So I'm trying to be the encourager again. I shouldn't say trying. That's not a good word to have in your vocabulary, I don't think. Trying, you don't try. You either do or you don't. So I am becoming an encourager again. Now, I've given you several of these. Strong, mighty, prosperous, loved. Here's the one I want to leave you with. No matter what you think, whether you're a Christian or not, whether you've rejected or not, rejected God or not, I got bad news for you, or good news. You're a child of God. Remember the man who created man, the person, the being that created all things, that knows all things, that loves all things. That's God. And He created you. I'm stopping there. Listen, I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Hey, if you would like to see this list that I have and the verses that support it, I would love to send it to you. If you want to talk about being God's, or being a part of His community, or His kingdom, or His family, or His fellowship, man, I would love to talk to you about that. So send me a message, put a link in the description. Put a message in the description, whatever, a comment, and say, send me the verses, because I would love to send you this whole. It's pretty impressive. Because there's more of it. Hopeful, purpose, victorious. Man, there's a good one. Victorious. How about this? You're an overcomer. But out of all those things, remember that you are a child of God. All right. I'm stopping there. I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Call me if you need me. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Showed them all anyhow. You wouldn't slow down, now you're too slow to push a plow. If you only got clear just a little longer, we'd still be here looking young and stronger. You could have had class, Charlie, but just a